Everybody, it's Saturday, August 23rd, 2011. Thanks for stopping by. Who is John Galt? The short answer is a stupid asshole. The long answer is this. Imagine that there's a fireman who refused to do his job and said, "What have these people ever done for me? I'm not going to sacrifice myself for some stupid asshole. I'm going to be happy and enjoy myself." Look, everybody, don't ask me, the fireman, to pull you out of any burning buildings, and I won't ask you, old people, children, handicapped people, etc., to pull me out of any burning buildings either, and we're all square. Well, wouldn't that be convenient for the fireman? He knows he's not going to need the children or the old people anytime soon. They aren't in any position to provide what he provides, and he knows that paycheck is coming every week whether he saves anybody or not. I happened to see a young lady defending Atlas Shrugged, the movie based on Ayn Rand's book of the same name. And she actually stated that poor people and the middle class, basically 99.9% of America, are nothing but parasites. Parasites. Feeding on the host body of the 400 or so dodeca-rich oligarchs who are heroes of Ayn Rand's personal fantasy land. But what would you expect from someone who has convinced himself that a woman who idolized a serial killer who murdered a 12-year-old girl and dismembered her is worthy of following religiously? A woman who stated that most human beings are not worthy of being loved, who fanatically admired traits which are officially recognized to be the traits of sociopaths and serial killers. Well, personally, I don't believe that America is a nation of 400 people with approximately 300 million ticks sucking on it. No, I actually think that the people who build the roads and schools and houses and planes and trains and automobiles are the real America. America is not a nation which excludes 99.9% of the populace which lives in it and depends on the unbridled greed and avarice of 400 people who could easily be replaced if they weren't working every day to prevent such a thing from occurring. Of course, the fictional John Galt gave a speech explaining why he chose to be the opposite of Prometheus, to allow humanity to suffer to ensure his own ease and enjoyment. And he protested that the super rich shouldn't feel guilty, that they shouldn't have to give everything they own to the less fortunate. And I would agree with that sentiment. The rich shouldn't feel guilty for being successful or for being lucky, nor should they be robbed at gunpoint or stripped of their possessions, and they shouldn't be hated or despised. I don't actually think that most reasonable people would say such things, and most of us like the idea that wealth can be protected. That's the major reason why we have society in the first place. No, we don't want to hang people for being rich. But we would like them to stop referring to the people who make their lives possible as parasites. We would like to see them stop pretending that they're being oppressed by the homeless, the poor, the old, the infirm, the starving children, the orphans. And of course, we'd like them to give back a reasonable amount to the society which they are perched precariously on top of, riding, and occasionally swatting with a whip. Well, some at least. Maybe you elites have forgotten about this, but there is more than one employee at your company. It's not just a CEO and a P.O. box. Your company is mostly made up of workers who do the actual work, without which the CEO would be nothing but a crazy person barking orders to no one in particular on a street corner. Your society isn't just you sitting in your mansion being served breakfast in bed. It is the garbage man who removed your scraps, the people who serve you that breakfast, the policemen who guard your home, the workers who built it, and the workers who built the road leading to your fancy office, the workers who built your limousine and who drive it. Maybe you don't get this anymore, but you're incredibly privileged that you get to do the fun work and dream and scheme and let other people implement your ideas. Not because those people underneath you gave you anything in particular, but because they built the world in which you could succeed and be relevant. And of course, we need rich people and leaders and dreamers and schemers, but we also need workers and caretakers and teachers and garbage men. And this is the shocking part. We need them just as much as we need you. So don't dare call those people parasites. They are the body of the animal that you suppose yourself to be the brain of, and no intelligent brain works to destroy its own body. Now, if you want to take the advice of the stupid asshole, John Galt, okay, fine, stop taking that paycheck, and then you won't ever be asked to pull anyone out of a burning building again. Stop living off the society that your supposed underlings have created. Go live on a deserted island somewhere, all by yourself. Weave your own clothes. Kill your own food with a spear that you made yourself. Start a fire with a couple of rocks. And defend yourself when attacked. And then you can truly say that you will live for no man and ask no man to live for you. If you don't want to do that, then don't piss on our legs and tell us it's raining. Don't tell us that you're being abused by the orphans and the homeless and the children who just want a decent education. We're not crying for you because we're not that stupid. So shut up and pay your taxes.